All right, we are back. This is Bill Stock sitting in with Luke. This is a men's winners bracket match. Stingers Venom and Fargo Force. Both teams are Phoenix teams. And first up here we got Robin and Larry on table number 1. No, actually this is Steve and Louie on table 1. On table 2 we'll have Robin and Larry. I know most of these guys.
You've been running this with both little screen and big screen, or just one?
Well, yeah, sometimes two. What we've been doing is when it looks like a game is getting down to the end, we go to that screen and then switch back over to the other screen. And this is Steve from Stingers Venom at the table here. We're on table 1 right now. A lot of good players on these two teams.
Well, a couple good breaks on this table.
Yeah.
Both tables, really.
Yep. And that is Robin on table 2 shooting. We got Steve at the table right here on table number 1. And
looks like he's only got a 1-ball issue.
Well, I thought he'd shoot the 1 now.
Yeah. Not sure what he's got some angle, but it's tough.
Yeah, I thought he'd shoot it first and get rid of that. But he came out just a little strong.
Well,
it still goes. Still
it's makeable.
goes. Yeah. And the 8's right there beside him, so just pocket this ball. Oh my God.
Oh. He used all the pocket in that one.
Yes, he did. Well, he starts out with a break and run for Stingers.
Quick run out.
Yep.
We'll go to table 2 for a little while.
Yeah. Next matchup on table 1 is going to be Jerry and Paul, but we'll check out table 2 here. This is Robin at the table for Stinger Venom. Stinger Venom's in the red shirts.
Is that the name of a pool hall, Stingers?
Yeah.
Where's that located?
Somewhere on the west side of Phoenix. Well, Robin has 2 balls left. He's got the 5 and the 7. Can he see enough of that 7 to run it down to the corner?
Looks like he can.
Yeah, he'll have a pretty natural angle to get back for the 5 if the speed's right. Was this a break and run as well?
I believe so.
Yeah, there's some pretty good players on these teams.
There's a lot of good players out of that place.
Yeah. Well, that was a bad hit.
Miscued.
Yep, that was a foul. And everything's open. This is Larry from Fargo Force at the table now. Everything is open for him. If it's me, I'm shooting that 11 ball now.
11 or 12.
Oh, that ball goes by there, doesn't it? Okay. I couldn't really tell, but obviously the way he's setting up, it goes by. And Jerry broke, and boy, it looks like he came up dry, and he spread them out nice. Both these teams are going to 10. There's no spot involved. Yeah, their team Fargo rate's up around 2,200, so they're quite even. And that's on the high side of what's allowed. Well, Larry should be out. Everything's open and easy. And
Yeah, it sure
Jerry
is.
broke dry on table 1, and Paul from Fargo Force is at the table now. I'd be surprised if
he can roll in and then shoot this 14 next. I don't know if he can. That'd be
he can roll up
9,
past the 8.
9, 14, 13, 12.
Oh, that was a little funny. I don't know why he used inside English there.
I think he was trying to run into that 8, but hit
Really?
it better. Yeah, hit it full and
Well, he's
stop.
in trouble now.
Well, that was a risky shot.
Yeah. I think he could have just gone forward to the side cushion and popped out, and
Yeah.
he would have had an option, either shoot the 14 or the 12 on the side if necessary. But he tried to get a little fancy there, and sometimes it costs you.
Yep.
Keep it simple.
Yep. Kiss. Looks like he's going to play safe.
Yeah. And over there on table number 1, Jerry broke dry and Paul's at the table. No, apparently I missed what Paul missed, but Jerry's back at the table.
And we'll check that table out since he's in a. This might be a good shot here if he makes
Was
this.
he trying to kick it in?
He's thinking about it.
That's.
Well, he's in a situation
Well,
where
are you going to play safe at?
Yeah, safety versus swinging for the fences here. If you're going to sell out, might as well sell out swinging.
Give yourself a chance anyway.
And heck, if he hits it thin and hits the rail and comes behind like the 13, he might get a gray save.
That's true. Yeah. Now he's changed his mind. He's going back the other way. I think he's going to try to tuck that cue ball up on top of that 7.
I kind of like the kick here, really. I mean, it's tough to get safe here.
Well, it's a situation where you got to play a perfect safe, and
you can't leave no space
it's
between
very
that ball.
tough. Yeah. So if you got an opportunity, maybe like you said, swing at something. It's a legitimate swing, especially with good players. They're a little more accurate on their kicks.
Good speed. See, if he'd have clipped either one of those balls, I think he might have got safe.
He could have got behind that ball.
Well, looks like he's solid.
So, Robin. Oh, we're on table 1 here.
We're back to 1.
Well, that didn't land too bad.
He could play this off back with 14.
Clear that pocket for the 1, yeah.
Yep.
That's probably the shot.
But he's got to hit him some pace to move it out for the 8, too.
Yep. Well, he's got the 5 ball down here still. Oh, I see. When he gets to the 8, yeah. He went the other way, yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, but how's he going to get to the 5 now?
Yep. Well, he's going to have a tough cut on it if he tries to come back and hit this 10-8.
Yeah.
He could do that, but it's going to be a tough cut on the 5.
He's kind of jacked up here, too.
Up,
it's kind of juice it up with inside, but that's
just
tough.
A very tough shot. Yeah. That ball mass 8 on him. That's why he hit it so thick.
Yep. Well, these guys are both giving the table back to each other a couple of times. And
who was that over there on table 2?
That was Robin, who just won for Stinger's Venom. So Stinger's Venom jumps out to a 2-0 lead. And table 1 that we're looking at now is Jerry and Paul. And coming up on table 2 is Robert for Stinger's Venom and JD for Fargo Force. And table 1 here's a little bit gummed up. Well, he's stripes. He's got the 14.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem to want to open up that pocket quite yet.
Well, really the balls are open.
They're wide open. If he shoots,
I mean, the 15 goes in the corner. There's no issue with that 5 ball being in the way.
Yeah, both these balls go in the left corner.
Yeah, so it's open table.
I'd make the 14 and then shoot the 12 on the side.
Yeah,
shoot the 15.
Yep, he's going to play cautious. He's going to play safety.
Sometimes this bites you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with the safety, but the balls are all open. And a player at this level, when you're open like that, you're going to run out.
Especially here's a good, perfect situation. If a good player kicks this 5 in and comes, just above the side pocket, he could play the 1 off the off the 14, play 2 rows out, and he's out.
Well, and sometimes you let a guy get enough swings at it, they're going to get you.
Yeah, if you got an open table, you got to go for it. That's a good player.
Yep. And now he half tied up one of his balls, too. Well, he's going to kick at this. Is he kicking at it? Yeah. He's kicking, but... Ooh.
Well, let's see what he can do with ball in hand now.
Well, I'm more of an aggressive type player. If I see an opportunity to run out, I'm going for it. So I'm probably going to shoot the 14 right now, or the 15.
Exactly.
That's by that 5 ball.
I agree 100%.
Yep. And then this might not be bad either. He could play the 12 off the 5.
He could.
And then that'd probably push the 15 down towards the corner pocket.
He could also shoot the 15 in and just draw back and bump the 5.
Yeah.
And still have these 11, 13 to shoot at.
Yep.
But this isn't a bad start. But the only problem with this is if he hits the 5, where's the 5 going to go?
Well, he needs to give it a little bit of speed, I think.
Good shot.
That worked out.
You're too close.
Well, now he's going to have to shoot his duck down there, the 14. But just come back over to the side rail and shoot your 15. And then you'd be perfect on those 2 balls, the 11 and 13.
Yeah, you could shoot this with a little high inside and go 2 rows out if you want to.
Could. Either way,
cut the ball to the right side of the pocket.
That might be the best shot, being so close to the cushion. You can't draw out of there.
That's what he did.
Yep, and he's going to land pretty good here. Probably a little straighter than he wanted, but that shouldn't be a problem.
I'd roll down for the 13 now. Because at least 11 goes on the side a little easier if he likes to go forward and shoot it.
Yeah, there's a couple different ways he could do it.
Yeah.
It's whatever you're comfortable with. And that's what he did.
Yep.
You can just roll up. Shoot the 11 in the side and then the 9. And shoot the 9 and go towards the 10.
Well, I don't think he got as far as he wanted to.
Got the wrong angle.
And he's got the wrong angle.
Yep. Still okay. He can shoot the 9 now and just go back between the 11 and the 5.
He could shoot the 11 in the corner.
True. Yeah.
I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah, that's not a bad shot either.
Good shot.
Good angle,
confidence,
too. Yeah. So he's perfect now. Kind of hard to mess this one up.
Now it'd be nice if we can get on the right side of the 10 ball.
So he can pull back for the 8.
And he did. You don't want too much angle, though.
A little bit. Now he's going to have to go into the 8 a little bit. But if
he was like kind of a little low left drag draw.
Just don't hit it too hard.
Yeah, bump the 8, and the spin pushes it out just quite like that, but a little hard.
That'll work.
Stingers goes up 3-0. Maybe.
Yep. Boy, he wobbled it in. So Jerry pulled that one out. And over to table number 2. We have Robert for Stinger's Venom, who's at the table now. And JD.
He's got a wide open table,
and
too.
And his table's wide open, yep. Just follow this 4 up if he doesn't have too much of an angle.
It's kind of nice. The last couple of days have been some cluster breaks, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It's just some ticky-tack runouts and
these
safeties.
guys are smashing them open. And then this is the fourth game and fourth and final game of this first round. In the second round, Fargo Force has all the breaks. Well, he got a little bit funny here. Does that 4 go on the side?
I think so.
Well, he's going forward. I think I'd pull back, shoot 5.
Yeah. He might be saving that 5 to go to the 8.
Key ball to the 8.
I mean, you just got to make sure you get the right ball to get to the 5.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad option.
Yeah,
it looks like he's got it.
He's okay. Just roll up and leave yourself an angle on that 6.
Yeah.
Just be careful if you're going to draw out of that 6. Don't crash into the 11
or the side pocket.
Or the side pocket. You might be better off.
Uh-oh,
now he's kind of straight. Ooh.
You need to hold up about 6-7 inches.
Yeah. If you held up a little bit, he could have even gone forward and go 2 rails.
You got to put some stroke.
Yep, that's what happens.
That's exactly what happens.
Well, over here on table number 1.
Another big break. Who'd he scratch, though? He made 3 balls on the break. 3 balls on the break and scratch, so 4.
Yep, and here over on table number 1, we have Robin from Stinger's Venom and Louie from Fargo Force. Oh, bad. That was a bad miss there.
Yeah, it was.
Switch back over to 2. There we go. Boy, he's perfect here.
Yeah,
he's got a little angle on that 6 ball.
Yeah.
Yep, this is absolutely perfect.
All he's got to do is roll to the rail. Roll to the rail and come off with a couple ball widths. And
he's really looking at where he wants to be for that 5, but you just get
anywhere
slight
in that
angle, straight in, it doesn't matter.
Anywhere in that whole quadrant, he's all right.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
Hard to mess that one up.
Yeah.
And it looks like Stinger's Venom's going to go up 4-0.
They're going to sweep the whole first round, huh?
Won all their breaks. Yep.
Well, it's not how you start, Bill. It's how you finish.
Yep.
So let's see how they finish.
Okay, well, Robert wins that game. It is now 4-0. Fargo Force in the second round is going to have to win their breaks.
And who's back at the table for Fargo Force?
Yeah, table 1 here we have Robin and Louie, and on table number 2, just starting, will be Steve for Fargo Force and Paul, with Paul breaking. Paul's the one in the black shirt. Yeah, Louie's at the table here for Fargo Force on table 1 where we're at now.
Well, he needs to. He looks like he's going to break this out now.
That's probably that. Yeah, he needs to get that 10 out of there.
Yeah. He'll have a shot on the 15 no matter what happens, unless he gets a bad roll and goes between those solids.
He hit that pretty good.
Yep.
He could roll that up in the corner.
I think so.
Yep.
11's a good ball to the 8 for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just roll up, get the 12 and the 14 or 15 or whatever that is up there.
Yeah.
Just come down a little bit towards the 11. Well done. This is one, it's hard not to get out on this one.
I like the 12 first, and you keep some angle on the 15.
I do too. You have to do something with the cue ball a little bit. Well, he's going with that one first. Maybe he's got enough to where he can cheat the pocket a little bit and pull over for the 12. Or just straight back.
That's not bad.
Fine, yeah.
See, this is that type of shot. He has to force it a little bit. Anything could happen. He could have miscued, or that wasn't his natural. It was taking the 12 ball first. But it all works.
He just has to He could even just stop his ball there if he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, he kind of pooched that a
little bit. Yeah, he kind of half-stroked it, didn't he?
Yeah. Landed good, but...
Looks like Fargo Force is on board.
Yep, they are now on the board. It is 4-1 in favor of Stingers Venom. Both teams are going to 10.
Well, over here on 2, if Stingers can figure out how to break out this 5, he's going to get out. And that's not going to cut it.
Yep. Coming up on table 1 will be Jerry and JD. JD breaking.
We got Rick's picks here. Anybody needs a photo,
yeah,
come see him.
This guy just got some brand new ping clubs, and he's just dying to get out on the course, and he's got to waste his whole weekend here taking pictures.
He's got to pay for those clubs.
I'm not even going to tell you the sweet deal he got on those. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
37. We got tens of viewers. Tens of viewers. You want to get on the mic? You sure? You sound good on the mic. You sound like probably a golf commentator.
That's where he wishes he was right now, is on the golf
course. Yeah, look at Bill. He's got one ear muff on, one ear muff off.
Do I? Oh.
You had it. Really? You had it inside out.
No wonder my ear was hurting.
I should have got a picture of that. That's hilarious.
Here's our new commentator.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. What's he going to do with this 4-ball?
I don't know if it banks past the. It might bank past the 10, but it's close.
I don't think so.
No, I think it's too far up.
Yeah, he's just going to duck a little bit, which was...
He didn't have any place to
duck.
There
wasn't no place to go there. I think he might have was hoping he could leave him on the rail, but he didn't. But he was jacked up.
Honestly, in a situation like that, I might have just banked the 8 right into my own ball just to tie it up. I mean, just the only chance you got.
Well, you figure the guy's going to run out if you let him get to the table with his balls open like that. So, yeah try something.
Tie it up.
Yeah.
The table regular smaller than a regular 4x8.
Well, actually, most bar tables are 3.5 by 7. Well, over a table, we're watching Paul from Fargo Force is at the table, and his stripes are sitting pretty. I'd be really surprised if he didn't get out here.
Yeah, he was left wide open.
So
and Fargo Force is taking up the first 2, looking to take the first 2 games of the second round, right?
Yep. Well, it's more than certain that they're going to get this one here.
See, crazier things happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got real good angle here.
Yep. His natural angle is just come off the end rail and be straight in on the 10. He could spin over a little bit, go past center and play it in the side.
This is the only thing that might get him in trouble right here, is a little funny angle.
You don't want to get on. Well, he landed good, but
he didn't mean to land there.
I think I would have just came off the cushion a foot or 2 and just shot it straight up in the corner.
He meant to stay above it, I guarantee it. He's all right.
Yep.
It's a good thing about having 6 pockets on the table. You got options.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Fargo Force is making a comeback. And that was Paul. He won that game, so it is now 4-2. So they've held their serve for both the first two games of this round.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry's on one. Coming up on table two is Robert from Stinger's Venom and Larry from Fargo Force. Now we're back to table one with Jerry and JD.
He appears to be solids.
Yeah, he's got the two hanging in the jaws. He's trying to figure out the best way to get over for that 5. It's touchy. He's going to try to come back through the middle of all those balls. This position on his 5 is a little tricky. Let's see what. No, he's stripes.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to.
Okay. I thought for sure.
I thought the way he was taking his time looked like he was trying to figure out something on the
I
solid.
thought he's trying to figure out how to go from the 2 to the 5.
But we hadn't been on this table, so we didn't know what he was.
Now, is that the 3 ball?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does it pass the 10?
I don't know, but does it cross bank?
I think it would cross bank. It doesn't look like it passes the 10.
No, I think it cross bank, so.
Yeah. I don't think Jerry would have given him that shot if it went, if it passed the 10.
Well, I don't know, but it might pass the 10. Looking at the table, looks close. If it does, that wasn't a very good safety.
Well, I wouldn't have left him there if it went. No,
Yeah, I think it did.
it may have gone. He just overcut it a little bit, worried about running into the 10.
Well, we left him pretty good.
Well, if that combo's on,
It don't. It's not on.
Yeah, it looks like the combo's probably aimed for about the first diamond up by this corner pocket. I think, yeah, that's your shot there, Jerry. Shoot
Yeah.
14 in the corner. If you miss it, you're not going to be in trouble.
Just watch coming off the 12.
Yeah,
He hit it too thin.
catch the right speed here. Ooh, he came dangerously close to that corner pocket. If he would have cut it thin enough to make it, he wouldn't have been that close to the pocket. And he's got the corner pocket covered with the 14. So I'd give the advantage to Jerry now. Yeah, they've got some clusters over on table 2, so
Yep.
they're going to be a while. Well, he called the 3 in the corner. He's going to try to kick it in the corner. And if he does that, I'm not really sure what he's going to really gain. I think that was a bad hit.
I think it was too.
Well, Jerry, if you can shoot that 14 right now, you should. And then it opens everything up. Yep, he can shoot it. He's even got enough room there where he can go high and spin it 2 rails around. Shoot the 12 and 11 in the same pocket. If it's that close, I don't think I would even go that side. He's subject to draw back and stick on that 5. And well, I like shooting a 14. I just go high and go 2 rails around.
Yep.
Now our angles aren't quite what they have, so he's going to shoot the 11 and try to follow into the 5 and get it out of there, I guess. Yeah, see, I just don't like going into balls when you don't have to. Now he totally screwed himself. And he can roll a 12 in and bank the 14, but it could have been a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he could shoot this 10 and draw back and then shoot the 12 and break out the 14-5.
Yeah. I just think he should have never gone into that 5 to begin with.
Well, I wouldn't try going into it here. This is too steep of an angle.
Oh, no. I mean, the shot that got him
He's
in
playing
trouble.
safe. It's not a very good save. He could hit that little low right and come right behind these balls.
Mm-hmm. Well, and he also knocked the ball away from this end of the table that was potentially the ball to break his 14 out with. And they still got a cluster over there on table 2.
Yep, that's going to be a long game.
Table 2, you mean?
Yeah, table 2. Just for all you to see what we're talking about here.
Yeah, there's issues.
We got some issues over here. We'll let them work those out while we stay on 1.
Yeah. He called the 3 ball. I don't know what it's going to gain him by making that, but he must have something in mind.
Carry him off the 14 into the corner?
Does he have enough room? Oh, the opposite corner?
Yeah.
That might be all he's got if he's got any idea of pocketing.
You got to really back cut this and barely hit the 14.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could try to thin the 5 and tuck the cue ball in on the side rail, but it's a very touchy shot.
Yeah, see, Jerry's balls are spread around the table, so it's going to be hard to duck.
Yeah, he's playing the carom.
He's looking at it. It might be his only opportunity. But he's also got to think about getting the 8 ball down to the other end of the table, or the cue ball down for the 8 ball.
See, this will be a great shot if he can execute it. Wow.
Oh, well, he has a shot.
He's got a shot.
Yep. The shot itself was tough enough. Trying to get all the way down to the other end with the cue ball was tough, too.
Yeah. All he can ask for is he's got a shot at the 8. If you hit it with real good speed and you block that pocket at very least for the 13, you know.
Personally, I would hope that's froze if I was shooting it.
Mm-hmm.
Much easier to pocket.
Yes, it is. Nice thing is he's kind of got the 12 in the track to save from the scratch. You know? Not quite, but it's close.
Well, as much spin as he needs to put on it, I don't think he's going to go.
Oh, boy.
Boy.
Oh, boy, he blocked the pocket, but He's going to shoot that 13 right away up table, which is not
Well,
not a
if he
gimme.
wants to win, he needs to shoot it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the only way he's going to win.
Yep.
But I don't like these. I just, for some reason.
Yeah, well, he's a little bit jacked up. He's kind of over the 8-ball and shooting out of the corner pocket.
These are so deceiving.
Yeah.
And he's got to follow it.
Mm-hmm.
He really needs to kind of freeze it to the rail and shoot from the rail to
Give him a little angle.
Yeah, this way he's off the rail when he shoots it.
Okay, hit it good.
Hit it good. Hit it real good. I like this 12 now. Low left and this is why I like the 12 right away. Because he didn't have a lot of angle to get back.
Yeah. Well, something in his favor is he doesn't have to be concerned with where the cue ball lands.
No, but he has to be concerned that if he misses, the other guy's out.
Game over, yeah.
Yeah. But he hung in there.
Yep.
Was that going to make it 5-1?
5-2. Yep. So Jerry wins on table 1 for Stinger's Venom, puts them in the lead at 5-2. And over here on table 2, it hasn't gotten much better. Coming up on table 1 will be Robin from Stinger's Venom against Paul from Fargo Force, and now we're beginning game 9, the beginning of round 3, where Stinger's Venom has all the breaks. And they just steamrolled their first round when they had all the breaks.
Yep.
They broke them real well. And we got Robert and Larry here playing now on table 2. This is Robert at the table. No, what is he looking at? Combination? Yep, 7-3 combo in the side. He missed it, but he really didn't have much to lose because
right.
balls were tied up, the stripes. And he opened up that cluster around the spot. Trying to roll that 13 into the side, which will give him a shot on his 10. Good shot. Now he has to, tough shot on the 10, but if he makes it, it's going to be heading towards 8-ball, and he should get a shot out of it. Undercut it a little bit. The table's wide open for Robert. He's got a starting shot here. I'm not sure what he wants to shoot here. He's going to duck is what he's going to do.
Yep.
And
pretty good job.
Yep. He could jump, but he's got to get over that 6 ball, which is a couple feet away. That makes it a tough shot. Well, so he's trying to masse around a little bit.
Yeah, he's thinking about it. From here, I've always preferred a masse just because I was always more accurate with that.
Yeah.
I can control it better than a jump.
And it's such a long jump that you're going to have to really you're going to have the cue ball in the air a long time, and it might just bounce right off the table.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, he's going to jump. He's got his jump cue out. Well, he got over the ball, but
he sure did.
He missed the object ball, though, so now...
He didn't hit a single ball, which was hard to do with on the table.
So it's ball in hand for Robert. And, God, take your 6 ball right now, Robert. Either the 5. I'd take the 6.
I'd take the 6. Everything else has a hole.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it has a hole, but you have to work to get to it.
Yeah, I mean, unless you play position on the 1-6, right?
Yeah, I don't think I'd take this ball first, but, you know, he may have a pattern in his head.
Yeah, there's automatic shape to the side from the 1 ball for the 6, but...
Mm-hmm.
Well, you might shoot the 4.
4 and just
6.
Float up there and shoot the 6 in the other corner there, yeah. I said there were several ways to go, but I would have liked to take in the 6 first.
I do too.
He's got to do something. He's got to.
I don't like leaving. Well, I mean, the 3 ball's not bad to the 8, but you just got to get to the 3.
Oh boy!
So now he's funny.
Oh boy!
Except he got lucky. He went to the side.
Does he have an off angle where he's going to have to go past the 3 and shoot it to the side?
I think he does.
See, if you float down there too far, you could get behind the 10.
Mm-hmm. You better off just shooting this in the corner. And then if you miss...
Oh, yeah, just go to the side rail.
Yeah,
and then if you miss, you leave him a tough shot.
Leave him a tough shot on the 10.
That's the move.
Yeah. I played 8 ball a couple times. I love playing 2-way shots like that. You know, it's a good entry. Almost makes it easier to make the 1 because of that.
True, yeah.
You know if you miss.
No, I know what you mean.
But it gives you more confidence to make the 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he called it in the corner, and that's the right shot. Sam Elliott, huh? Am I as good looking as him? Probably not, huh? Who said that? Oh, my buddy Ben. He lives here in Phoenix.
Who's over there talking on Q Sports International?
That's Jeremy Jones.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And BCA PL referee is Rick Donner. Well, he laid the one ball right in the jaws, so it took away the shot for the 10.
Sure did.
You know, he could cut this 10 into the 1 and send the cue ball up there and try to get it behind that 8 ball.
Well, yeah, either way, as long as he's up above, he leaves the 10 hanging.
Yep.
I think that's probably the right move, because if you try to bank this, you're going to sell the farm.
Yeah. Well, I think the 3 ball blocks the bank.
What you could do is call the 10 behind the 1 in case you do make it.
True. That's a good plan, too. Yeah.
And then if you don't, you're still good.
Yeah. You got the hole blocked.
Yeah. Because this has potential to go behind it.
And if you hit it real good, you might even hook him behind that 8 ball.
He's shooting inside on this ball.
Not sure what he's going to gain by doing that. Look at this. He's going to scratch. Wow.
He didn't need to put inside on that ball.
I don't understand that.
He didn't need any inside. And if anything, outside
and
to
then
come
it makes
to the
it
rail.
tougher. The shot's tougher when you're using inside, too.
Oh, yeah. That's why he overcut it,
Yep.
I think.
Yeah, because when you use inside, the cue ball squirts out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. They needed that game.
Oh, yeah, yeah. They're already down 5-2.
Yeah. Well, it would have been 5-3 or 6-2 is a big swing.
Well, it looks like Stinger Venom over on table 2 is going to be out, too.
Oh, that's what we're looking at.
I mean, table 2 is out. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's been a long day already and a long night, wasn't it?
Last night was a long night, yeah. Just float up to the middle of the table. I would have wanted to go a little further,
closer,
but
he's all right.
He's still good.
It's a good thing it's a bar table.
Yeah.
I was listening to Helfer and Bobby Cotton commentate the bar table. They're talking about how, when you first jump on a 7-footer, these shots feel, real easy in comparison to a 9-footer. But after a couple of days, these are long shots again.
Yeah. Well, table 2, Robert pulled that out for Stingers.
It looks like table 1.
And they're up 6-2.
Table 1, Fargo just won.
Table 1, Paul just won for Fargo.
So it's 6-3.
So it is 6-3. And they're racing to 10, both teams. So
and
now up on table 1.
Stingers breaks.
Stingers is breaking. Steve is breaking, playing JD. And up on table 2 is going to be Jerry breaking with Larry. Steve's going to break them up. And Jerry's going to break them on 2. We are focused in on table number 1. With Steve. Usually breaks them very hard. Spreads them out good. And he came up dry. And over on table 2, Jerry made ball and break. And spread them out quite nicely. So JD has an open table here. the 5 in the corner, so he's going to take the solids.
Well, he could break out this 2-ball with a 6, couldn't he?
Yeah, unfortunately, when he shot the 5, he went into the 14 and tied it up. It wasn't tied up before. But he's choosing to go to the other end for now.
Well, he's got a tough cut on the 4.
Yeah, I think he wanted to pull that back a little bit more. And down on this end, he's got the 6 right in the jaws, so he can get his 2-ball cleared out. And he's going to play the 4. Or he could even use the 3-ball and go into the 14 and make it 6, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It appears from here, yeah, it's, well,
I think he's got room between the 3 and the 14 to make the 6 come into the 2. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You can almost go rail first.
Yeah, let's see what he does here.
He's playing the 3.
He's playing the 3.
He's going to play it soft and then break it out that way.
He's playing the 6, and then he's going to use
Problem
the
is,
3 to break out.
You don't have
yeah.
a lot of insurance this way. You had a little bit of insurance with that 1.
Yeah. Not only that, it's going to be tough for him
Not-
to get his cue ball off.
Not the
this
1,
end of
but whatever ball he just shot in.
That was a 6.
6, yeah. He had insurance with that
Yeah.
ball.
Now he can break the 2 out okay, but he might have his cue ball might get stuck down here on this end.
Well, the 2's going to hit the 10,
Yeah.
but you don't really know what's going to happen.
You don't know if it's going to hit the 10 full and just
Yeah.
stick there, or
Yeah,
come
you
off the
don't know where
side
it's
and
going.
head down table.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So
This
now
is the
he's in
problem.
trouble, and all the opponent's balls are in the open.
Yep. And looks like on table number 2,
Yeah, we might want to swing over there.
he's looks like he's running out.
Sherry's about to get out here. Where's he?
Don't
oh,
get straight. Don't get straight.
Oh boy.
That is
Well,
the worst position.
it's got a
be in.
little tiny angle, but those are the kind of angles that when you juice the cue ball up, you end up rattling that ball. Does he draw back? Yeah, I think. Yeah, God, that's
He's
tough.
in a bad spot. He's in a
That
bad
is
spot.
tough. You try to force something.
He can't
and
even
you're
go
gonna-
rail first because
Yeah.
the side pocket's where he needs to hit.
Yeah, that's as bad as he could have landed on that ball.
Because he can't bank the 7 anywhere. He can't do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, he's in a spot where he's going to have to try to force
If he
something.
can cheat the pocket, he needs to load it up with a ton of inside and get to that or the outside and get to that
Yeah,
rail.
It's so easy to just have the ball spit out though on you.
Big time. As soon as we switched cameras, we jinxed him. He was doing just fine until
Yeah,
we switched over
yeah.
there.
What, can he see the 7?
If he can, that's the shot.
I would tend to agree because he's got no shot on getting shape on that 7 with
From
the
looking
4.
at the table, looks like he can see an edge of it. Looking directly at the pool table, not on the monitor.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think he can. Yeah,
He's got
he
just
definitely can.
Just a piece of it. But that's the only shot
well,
he got.
he's going to shoot the 4, it looks like. Well, he doesn't know what he's going to do. If he shoots a 7, the problem is he's going to crash into something, I'm sure. Well, no. He'd have to draw back to do that. He can't draw back from there, so.
No, I think he can. If he holds it's off the rail enough where he can hit a tiny bit thick and hold it for the 4. I think. Oh, he overcut it.
Yep. Well, he's in trouble now.
Check out table 1 here again, see what's going on.
Yeah, he's. This is JD shooting for Fargo Force. He's on the 1 ball. Shot the ball before that, and hooked himself.
This is a real easy masse, especially if the ball's a little bit off the rail.
The only problem is he's got to reach out a little bit.
And being left-handed, it's even harder.
Yeah, it's not as convenient. For a right-hander, it'd be a piece of cake.
Right.
Yeah. I think he's going to kick at it.
One reason I don't like kicking is you got to hit this hard. You got to get out enough to make the 8.
Yeah.
Masse, it's going to naturally come down here.
Yeah. If he kicks it in, he's going to be shooting from that end.
Mm-hmm.
Probably right, real close to the rail.
Oh, he made a great shot.
Oh, he came too far.
No,
Yeah.
he could keep come far enough. I think it goes up in the corner.
Well, it does, but
I know he didn't mean to come down at this.
I'm not sure what he meant to do. He hit it plenty hard enough to make sure he came this way anyway.
Yeah, that was the important thing.
Yeah.
Both tables of Fargo Force is making a little comeback here.
Looks like
He overcooked it.
Ooh. Holy moly. Wow. Well, it didn't look like it was going to fall in there for a sec. So JD from Fargo Force won that game.
They bring 2 games back.
6-4. And table 2 now we got Jerry.
He just won.
Oh, who won?
The other Fargo Force guy.
Okay. So Larry won there. And it is now all of a sudden 6-5. So we're going to have Robert and Louie. I'm not sure which table they go to yet. And JD. And 4. And 1 is Larry. 2 is Louie. Oh. Okay, up on table 1, and now Fargo Rate has 4 breaks in a row here.
Mm-hmm.
And they're right back in it at 6-5. Table number 1, we have Robin from Stingers of Venom and JD from Fargo Force. Table 2 is Steve from Stingers of Venom and Larry from Fargo Force. And we're focused in on table number 1. JD break.
Boy, he crushed that second ball break.
Yeah, and they...
I like stripes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he can do at the... I think he can shoot the 10.
Or the 15.
Well, I mean, right now, the 15 now, yeah. That's his really only starter ball, but unless he wants to shoot the 9, but I don't think he'd want to do that. 15. If he keeps an angle on that 10, he can shoot it. If he can get on that 10 real good, he can shoot the 11 into the side off the...
yeah,
is
6
that the
ball.
6 or 7
6 or
ball.
7,
It's
I think.
7, yeah. And the game is underway on table number 2, but there seems to be a cluster near the spots.
I always call him 12.
Okay, well, that's okay too. think the key in this game is to get to where you can get that 10.
Yeah, but what's he going to shoot now? I don't think the 15 goes past the 7. Maybe it is. Maybe it
I
does.
think it must, because he was looking at that. But his angle's a little off. And where's he going to go with the cue ball?
I think he's just going to slow roll it and play for the 10.
Yeah, you don't want to drift down too far, that's for sure. Ooh.
Yep. Yep. I
Well,
don't think the 4 goes past the 10.
yeah, I don't think so either. So that's something that Robin's going to have to deal with.
Yeah. Well, he might be able to just really thin this 7 and come into the 11 and the 10 and bump it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he can contact that 11, I think. Well, I don't think he's not doing
Doesn't
that.
look like
He's
he wants
cueing
to.
low, so. Oh. Okay. Boy, does that 6 go?
Hard to tell. It kind of looks like it does.
If it goes, I think that's a shot right now, because then you can break up the 4. Or you can just try to get underneath the 4 here and shoot it up in the other corner.
Yeah, but I think you're right. If you hit the 6, you can hold it for the 2 at those clusters.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure where he wants to get off his 5 ball. He can even spin down and contact the 4 right now, but I just hate going into balls if you can avoid it.
Yeah. Especially this late in the game.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he could back cut the 2, but now he's pushing.
Yeah, is he going to contact enough of that 6 ball full to where it might go into the 4 or something? I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what's going to happen here.
We'll find out soon. And it's the only shot he's got, so he's got to shoot the 2.
I think you definitely hit this with a little bit of pace.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well,
Playing
he's
safe.
ducking. Okay, well.
Playing safe. Might have been a better option than trying to run out.
Yeah, you might switch over to table 2 because it looks to me like everything's wide open.
Yep.
And I think he's shooting solids. No, he's shooting stripes, but even so, they're wide open. Just got up there enough.
Yeah, he's got the angle going the wrong way, but he's all right.
I think he might shoot the 12 first.
He's like in the 50-yard line on both of them.
Yeah, Ben, I don't know what the max was, but I do know that. Well, I don't know. Stinger's Venom is at 22:03. The score is 6-5 in favor of Stinger's Venom. And Rick is not on the mic. This is Bill and Luke. Rick's
Luke
taking
and
a
Bill.
break. Yep, Luke and Bill.
That was a great shot.
Oh, man. He lands perfect.
Great shot. That was the game-winning shot.
Yep. And it's also going to tie the match up.
Sure is.
And that is Larry shooting that 8-ball. Okay, well, Larry from Fargo Force has won the game over on table 2. Wait a minute, no, that's wrong. That was table 2. Okay, I got mixed up. I might have to. I know Robin. No Steve Larry. I didn't get this. It's already was 6-6, maybe. I'm gonna have to go down there and ask them.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
I'll be right back. Okay, I went and double checked the score with the teams. It is 6-6. We're starting the 4th round with Fargo Force having the break in the next 4 games. So they made a nice comeback.
And looks like on table 1, he's trying to get out. He makes us 11.
That is JD from Fargo Force. And he made it.
Good shot.
Now he's get on the, that's still the 9-ball there.
Do you think it come above the 9 or below the 9?
Yeah. I'm not sure. Let's see.
A little high right or a little hit it thinner or come, stay to the left of the 9, shoot in the right corner?
I think the position to go between the 9 and the 8 is a little bit easier. Because anytime you use inside English, it's a little trickier. But he's going to stay down there and just shoot it up table. But he's got to back cut it a little bit. That makes it a little tougher.
And he's got to go forward.
Yeah. Well, he could just pop over and shoot it.
It doesn't go by the 2.
No, he's got to go to the corner on his right.
Yeah, bottom left-hand corner.
And then just pop over and probably shoot the 8-ball on the side. Boy, he hit that really hard.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he wanted to take his
cue ball back on over there.
Okay. That was interesting. Well, he gave Robin another chance at the table. Yeah, I'm not sure why he hit it so hard and got his cue ball back to that side of the table because he had no shot on the 8 from there.
He might have left him a cut.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was actually trying to make the ball or just trying to duck and hook him behind the 4. But I don't think he got him. Maybe he did, but I don't think so. It's close.
We try to masse this.
Well, he made good contact. That just didn't do him any good, though.
No. 6 goes right inside.
Yeah. I almost think it might have been a better selection to just jump it, because you're just jumping over the edge of a ball. That's
Yeah.
pretty simple to do.
Yep.
Yeah, just
Watch a 9.
Wow. Man, I'll tell you what, you don't
Playing
want
with
to go
fire
anywhere
there.
close to that 9 ball.
Playing with fire there.
Yep. I probably would have spun it a little more and gone underneath the 9.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, Robin pulled that out, so Venom goes back into the lead, 7-6 in a race to 10. Over on table 2, Larry's at the table for Fargo Force. And coming up here on table 1 is Jerry from Stinger's Venom against Louie from Fargo Force. And it's a tight match. I'm guessing he has solids. We just moved over to this.
Yeah, he's
table.
playing safety. He didn't.
He didn't even hit it. Didn't hit it.
Nope.
He's going forward, huh? I would have probably pulled back and shot that 9 ball off, off
yeah,
that
but he needs to
side
get rid of
rail.
that 10, I think, first, because the 9 does go in either pocket. Wow. I don't know why he's leaving that 10 like that.
I'm not sure he meant to get where he got. He may have been trying to just ease the cue ball out and shoot the 10, but
He's going to draw back now, isn't he? I'm not sure what it...
Well, he went forward to get those balls. I think the nerves are getting these guys a little bit now. Yeah.
They started out hot.
Oh, man. Well, he's got a shot at the 7. He may even be able to shoot the 2. But he's got to get to a window where he can shoot that 4 ball. And that's...
Try to bump this 10. Oh, I didn't even have to do that. But I don't know how he's going to get to the 4.
Well, that 10 is right in his way. He's got too much angle to go forward and go 3 rails, I think.
I mean, if he
with
hits it
inside.
real good,
Well,
he could come out, hit the 10, and come. It'll hold it to go up table. That's a tough shot. Whoa.
Is he going to get the window here?
No, he's going to have to kick
You
this
sure?
in and hit it hard. I don't. Well, he might have. But he's going to run into those balls either way.
Yeah, well, he might be able to just spin through that window a little bit. It's hard to say from our angle. I told Rick he needs to get an overhead camera,
Yeah.
and then we can see the angles.
Yeah. Pretty high ceiling.
Yeah, well, here it wouldn't really work, but
No.
that's what he's looking at, trying to spin in there.
I think I like kicking it because the cue
Yeah.
ball's going to come out.
I'm just going to kick it with a little bit of speed so the cue ball will come out.
Yeah, he's going to have a tough cut, but it's going to you're going to have a shot.
Mm-hmm. Thinking about it pretty long. The problem with spinning it is that he's got to really stretch out, and that because you probably want to elevate on the cue ball a little bit. It's easier to spin it that way. Give him kind of little minor masse. Well,
Wow, he came out smelling like a rose.
oh, and the 9 just rolled out, so we can see the 8.
Are they up 7-6?
No,
Is it still 6-6?
no, it's 7-6 Stinger's
Okay.
Venom. This will tie it up 7-7 if he makes this 8 ball. Okay,
Shot.
well, tied it back up 7-7. That was Larry.
Race to 3.
Yep, and over here on table number 1, Jerry hooked himself. He was running out and then he hooked himself. He's got the solids. And coming up on table number 2 is going to be Robert from Stinger's Venom and Paul from Fargo Force, and it's Paul's break. Well, Jerry's got his jump cue. He's going to try to jump over the 15 and pocket to 3. This is a tough jump shot right here.
Yeah, it is. Super close.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right, Bill.
Wow, he almost made that,
I
and
don't
he got
know
shape.
if there's a malfunction or Luke is just not keeping the score on the screen. So what's the answer, Luke?
The score thing quit working a while back.
Oh, okay.
You
There
didn't
is
know
a no. So Bill Daughtry, yeah, there is a malfunction. That's why it's not working.
Yeah,
It is 7-7 in a race to 10.
it's called operator malfunction.
Oh,
Bill, I told you that it was happening earlier.
I don't remember. We're going to try it again here and see if it works.
Oh, you know what? It's working again.
Okay.
I'll be.
Cool. Yeah, we figured it out. It's working again. It is 7-7. It should be showing on your screen. And it's down to the nitty-gritty here at 7-7. Every game seems to be a little more critical at this point. They're slowing up. The pace is slowed down, which is natural, usually happens.
Mm-hmm.
Be a little more careful. And sometimes that's a detriment. You know, you get out of your normal game a little bit.
Oh, boy.
Well, he gave Jerry another opportunity. Now, it looks to me like he shoots the 5 here. He's got a little bit of an angle where he can
just
go,
high inside.
Yeah, go up.
Follow it.
Go up. Go up. You know, it looks like he's. Is he dead straight?
No.
He's got enough angle where he can go to the side cushion and
he's got
rail
an
and
angle
pop
going
out. It's kind of natural.
He's got angle going to the side rails. High. Yeah, he's shooting to go high inside.
And you don't have to overamp this either. Just stroke it up.
Just like that.
Just like that. And he's straight in. Just stop your cue ball and shoot the 8 inside.
You got a gift.
Yeah. Boy, he kind of poked it a little bit there. Yeah, if he could have stopped his cue ball dead, it'd just be straight inside. Okay. And Stinger's Venom takes the lead at 8-7. Jerry wins that game. And over on table number 2, change the score. Move over to table 2. Robert's playing Paul. Now we're starting the 5th round. Table number 1 is going to be Robin versus Stinger's Venom and Larry. And the breaks, each team gets 2 breaks here. The first break is Larry from Stinger's Venom. And we're on table 2. Paul's at the table shooting the stripes.
Well, he needs to bump this 15, but he's not going to have a shot afterwards.
Yep. It's time. He needs to open them up.
Oh, he's not even going in it.
Don't use too much inside. You'll miss them completely. It's almost one of those shots where he has to go into the 15 here and hope for the best kind of thing. Well, he chose to scratch. No.
Nope, nope.
But he chose not to go into the 14, 15, whatever that is.
Yeah.
He does have a shot, but he's got some work to do.
Yeah, he could shoot that 11 on the left side, but I don't think he can run into that 15.
No, it looks like it might crash into the 6. Gosh, I don't know. It's kind of tough layout here. He's drawing his cue ball.
Looks like he's putting a big stroke on it.
But what that's... No.
Nope. Looked like he was winding up to hit it big.
Now he's in the same spot he was, except he's up against the point. Makes an awkward bridge.
Well, you know, the 15 does go on the side now.
True.
If he can hit the 4 or get above it somehow.
Boy, if he could come down...
Get to the 12.
Get to the 12. Well...
No good.
Yeah, he didn't want to
Went from one point to the other. He might be able to follow this in on the 5. Shoot the 12 and the 15 in the side.
Mm-hmm. Not much else there.
He's got to hit this the thickest part of the 5 as possible. A little to the left.
Yeah, tough out, but it's at least he's got a possibility.
Yeah. He's got a sliver of hope.
Yeah. Now he is shooting that. I don't know if he called it or not, but
Good shot.
yeah, but he went too far.
He didn't control that cue ball. He needed to hit it
Yep.
with bottom anyway.
Yeah, went too far. Yeah, the bottom gives the object ball forward roll, and it's easier to follow it in. Can he carom it?
That's what I was
Off
looking
the
at.
3, maybe?
This looks like it's possible.
Well, he's playing
Must be
that.
some kind of out.
Of course, what are you going to have as far as a shot on 8 ball if you make it? Just hope for the best.
Yep. Nope. Wide open table for solids.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, that's Robin. Or no, this is table 2.
Table 1's got a pretty good cluster going on. They're going to be a
they're
while.
going to be a while. So on table 2 now, Robert from Stinger's Venom is at the table, and it's open.
Yeah.
He's supposed to get out here.
I got to stand up.
Boy, he rolled up like that. I'm a little surprised, but I would have stayed right there and got that 3 out of there so I didn't have to go back to that end of the table.
Right.
But he's still okay. Looks like he's going to take the 7 now.
What's the score?
It is 8-7 in favor of Stinger's Venom. I don't know if you changed the score. No, you didn't.
Damn thing isn't working again.
The operator's not
We'll have
working.
to get that fixed. Is it Stinger's Venom 8-7?
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to have to get this auto update fixed. Jeremy, if you're listening. Camera should know when the game changes.
Well, he chose to play safe.
Well, I don't like playing safe. I don't like
He
giving.
was wide open.
I don't like giving my opponent an opportunity. He can make a jump bank here pretty easily.
Well, especially when you got the wide open table.
Yeah. If he jumps up, and makes his bank, he's gonna hate it.
Yep. I mean, he doesn't figure to make it. But
No, but it's still
but
giving
it's
him an opportunity.
another one
He
of
can't
those
make it from the
deals.
chair, can he?
Yeah, another one of those deals. You know, you give your opponent enough opportunities, they're going to spear one in on you.
Yeah. For that matter, he could kick it in. I mean, he's got all kinds of options.
Mm-hmm.
I'd almost kind of like to see him make this and run out.
Here we go.
Made
He
it.
did it. He did. Oh.
This is exactly why you don't play a safe on a wide open table.
Yep. Give the guy another swing at it. And look what
That's
happens.
exactly what happens.
Yep. We saw the same thing happen yesterday when Rick and I were commentating a match.
Yep. If you're going to play safe, you better make sure it's a lock-up safety because.
Froze up on the back of a ball
Yeah.
somewhere, yeah. Did he make?
Oh,
man.
boy. He
Yep.
deserved to make that 8. But hey, he blocked the 6.
Mm-hmm.
He better not play safety again, I tell you that.
He is playing
He's
safe.
playing safe.
Now this one I don't have as big a
I
problem
do.
with.
I do. He had it. He could have hit
Yeah.
the 3 and rolled up to the 1. Got close. He left him a jump.
Yeah. You also, if he gets ball in hand, what's he going to do with the 6?
Yeah. If I'm
You know.
going to play safe, I'm going to shoot that with low right, hit the rail, and roll right up to the 1. So he's got to kick at it, and then if he kicks, he's going to bust up my 6.
Yeah, freeze him up on the back of a ball.
Yeah.
You know,
You can't
take
leave
his
him,
options
You
away.
can't leave him air like this. Or he might kick this in 1 rail. What a shot.
I bet
Now he's left him in a position where he has to make this 1 ball.
if he shoots it,
If he
yeah.
shoots it, he could jack up and play safe from the 4, but
I bet that's what he does because he's already shown that he's being a little leery.
I'll tell you this, third's a charm on that kick shot. If he leaves him a safe here, he can kick that 8 in the side,
Yeah.
the cross side.
Yeah, you leave him a kick that close.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be, he's probably going to be real close on the shot. So,
If it's me, I'm shooting this 1 and I'm running out.
well, it is a 7-foot table,
I'm not.
and good players should not be afraid of a shot like this.
No,
Just like that.
just like that.
Yep. It got a little funny, but
Yeah, well, shoot the 6 and come cross side.
yep.
He's hitting with fall. He's going to come below the 4. I always try to play. Uh-oh.
Mm,
He left him a shot all the way up in the corner.
yep.
Yeah, he got a little too tentative playing those safeties.
Mm-hmm.
He got a little unsure of himself.
And Fargo Force has way the best of it over on table 1 too.
Looks like it, yeah.
He made it
Great
this
shot.
time. Uh-oh, watch it, cue ball.
Great shot.
Watch it. All right.
Great shot.
Okay.
Let's see if this
Well,
auto update score will work now.
Yeah.
I think it
It
will.
was 8-8. That was Paul that just beat
Oh,
Robert.
there it goes. Look at that. Auto update is working again, folks.
And we are 8-8. And on table 1, Robin is running out.
Looks like he's about to put his team on the hill, huh?
Yeah, he's got his 1 ball in the jaws and 8 ball in
This
the
is
jaws.
tricky, though.
Oh, just go rail first.
Yeah.
Gently.
You got to do
Gently.
rail first, yeah.
Gently.
Don't hit it too thick.
Yep, gently, because when you
He's
go
not-
rail first,
He's
sometimes
not.
that cue ball
He's
take
hitting,
off
He's
on
hitting
you.
it thin and coming back up table. Oh, boy. He's going to hit it.
Or
Yeah.
did he get lucky or not?
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I think he's got to cut it up the rail.
Oh, I don't know. He's looking at the side.
I'm not shooting this in the side, Bill. This is way too close. I mean,
Well,
seriously, it's
That's what he's doing.
on the monitor. It looks easy. If this, whew.
Those are scary shots.
Well, if this skids at
Yeah.
all,
Oh, yeah, you're dead.
you're going right to the rail.
Okay, well, that was Larry that just beat Robin. And now Fargo Force is on the hill 9-8.
Yep.
And it should be only a few seconds before our auto update is going to take care of the
Yeah.
score.
Let's give a countdown here.
9-8 Fargo. And
Here we go. Auto update, and it's going 9-8.
Yeah, let's see what we got over on table 2. Okay, this is well, I don't rightly know. I think that's Steve from Stinger's Venom and Louie from Fargo Force, and on table 1 we have Jerry from Stinger's Venom and Paul from Fargo Force. Stingers of Venom has to win both these games.
Now, see, I don't like this. One of the Stingers players is over at the brackets looking to see where they're going to go next during the match. I'm not sure I like that.
You sure?
Yeah.
Which one of them?
He's over there. He's on the far left screen. You can't see him. Yep.
Well, anyway, Fargo Force only needs one of these games.
Yeah, but Stingers, they should be more focused on winning these next two and not worry about where they're going next.
Boy.
And this could be all she wrote.
Nothing's really massively tied up that can't be handled.
No, I like stripes. I like shooting the 14 right here, run around the 11-6.
Yep, and you got the 13 and the 9 by the
Let's
corner.
go to table 1. I think this game might go quicker than game 2, table 2. So here comes this other teammate from Stingers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, table 2 is got some clusters action going there. Yeah, we're on table 1 now. Which is Jerry from Stingers Venom and Paul from Fargo Force. And Paul is at the table.
He wants to pull that magic rack off, Bill. You want to give him a hand? Bill, with the steady hands, pulls off the magic rack. All right, steady hand, Bill.
Yeah, I got it okay without messing.
He's shooting that 11 straight up?
Does it even go in the corner?
I'm not sure what he's trying to do here.
Well, I think that's what he is, unless he's playing it off the 10 in the side. That seems kind of silly. No, I went clean. Just our angle's a little funny. But that opened everything up. Well, he's got to get down there for his 15.
Yep. It's a very runnable rack. You just got to be real precise with the cue ball.
Well, I think the way the 10's laying, that's the shot.
Yeah.
And just pull back to where he's standing right now.
For the 12? Or the 9?
No, I'm thinking pull back to the side rail down by the 15. I think he's got that angle.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. I see it now.
If that's the angle that he's got.
He did have that angle. He chose not to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he shoots the 15, and then he's got the 9 or the 12 to decide from.
Yeah. And he stays down here near the 8.
Well, he's got some angle on this 14, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
But see, I don't.
He's jacked up now.
That 9 to the 15 is not fun.
No.
Unless he was trying to go 14-15.
That's why I thought he should have just gone off the 10 in the side and went and got that ball right away.
Well, he made a good shot.
Yes, he did. He didn't quite go. He did get far enough to make it.
He shoots us with a little low left.
Yeah, he probably would have liked to have gone about
6 inches.
Yeah.
3 to 6 inches more.
Yeah. A couple more inches, maybe stay off the rail.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Shoot just a low left to try to hold it.
You hit that good.
Careful.
Yep.
Careful.
Yeah, well, now just float over between the 4 and the 6 and shoot it in the side.
Shoot it in the side, opposite side, yeah. That's the safest way to go.
Yep.
Just don't hit that 4 ball.
Yeah. And he doesn't have to do anything special. I think just a center ball
Center ball,
here.
exactly.
Yeah.
Center ball, make sure you just don't hit the 4.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's good out for the cheese.
His teammates they're quietly getting excited. I can see people fist pumping quietly.
Of course, Stinger's Venom is
Now this
dogged.
shot here is very important. To make sure you breathe,
Yep.
stay down, and follow through.
Yep.
Don't jump up.
Nicely
Wow,
done.
what a great match.
A lot of pressure there.
Great match by
Yep.
Fargo Force.
Well, that's it for this one. It is what? It is about 6:10. I believe this was is this a 4:30 match?
It was, yeah.
So 7 o'clock could be the next one.
Yep.
We'll
Yep.
see you guys later.
Alrighty. Don't forget to check out our Texas tournament, October 31st through November 6th. Be back soon.